Hello, this is Sapper Vet, and welcome to my channel. This first video of hopefully many. I'd like to thank you guys, and first off, apologize for any possible shakiness or anything. I'm working off of just the camera on my phone right now until we can come up with the appropriate amount of money and fundage to get us a decent video camera. Today's video is about some stock and trade items that I've been picking up over the last month or so, hitting some flea markets and thrift stores with my family here in Michigan. Some of the first things I picked up about a month or so ago, I was up north a little bit visiting my father, and we stopped in at a Goodwill, and I picked up a water purification system. It is the Katadyn Hiker. Picked this up at a Goodwill for $3. Full system's never been used, brand new filter in it. Very, very good find. I've used it once now since I've had it. No problem, seems to do the job pretty well. I'm going to give it a better test here in the near future and do a product review over it. And hopefully get it up on YouTube for you sometime soon. Next item on the list, a few items actually that are on my list, is I picked up a couple of really nice 7-inch butcher knives. Now I had 3 of these. 2 are like this one 7-inch here is an Old Forge, stamped on the one side, Old Forge. Don't know how old they are. Picked 2 of these up for $1 a piece up at the thrift store. This one right here is actually an old hickory. The handle was messed up, and I did a real quick wrap with some bank line just to keep the handle together while I use it until I can get that fixed. Next thing that we picked up was a cook pot and fry pan set from GSI Outdoors. It also came with an additional blue plastic bowl and coffee mug. I don't like plastic. I cannot use them with a fire, so I gave them to my youngest son, and I picked up some other stuff to replace that. Went to Walmart and picked me up a cheap $5 canteen cup. Took the bales off because they wanted to keep falling off. And I just used this the other day. Made some coffee. Works very well. It's pretty solid, pretty thick. Does not burn you when you have hot liquids in it. Works very well. This little handy dandy here I stole from my wife out of our kitchen. We don't use it. I was just laying there. Figured it'd be better off taking up space in my pack versus taking up space in my kitchen. It fits right inside my cook's pot, along with my canteen cup, all inside of that. Another item she decided to be very generous and give me is a actual fry pan that she picked up quite a few years back, along with this little handle that clips onto it. So, not a thrift store or a flea market find, but still, real nice gift. It is old, it's been well worn, well used, but it's well appreciated and makes things a lot easier and a lot nicer for a long haul on long trips out in the woods. To go along with my cooking, we picked this up at the same Goodwill that I got the Katadyn Hiker at for $1. Really nice system. As you can see, it's been in the fire already. Just went out on a day or overnight camping trip with my brother-in-law. Worked out really well. Few more items. A pack in itself raincoat. Okay, this folds up into its own little pocket. It's extra large, fits me very well, gets the job done. Again, $3 at a Goodwill. Really, really good find. Next item, being a military vet, I love my military items. And I was down at the flea market about 2, 3 weeks ago with my kids, and I picked this poncho up for $4. No holes, a little old, a little worn, but still good for the fit. Works well. Really, really good find. Last thrift store or Goodwill or flea market item would be this axe head I picked up at the flea market about a month ago. This was $5. Matter of fact, this weekend I'm looking at going and picking up one more from the same guy. The other one is more of a Scandinavian, Swedish style. Swedish style, sorry. More like a Bransford Brooks or a Wetterlings look to it. But this went out. The only problem I had was my wedge on the inside split on the new handle I put in while I was using it this weekend. I'm going to replace it with a metal wedge here very shortly. Now, last thing on the list, and my pride and joy, this baby right here is unloaded. As everybody can see, I've already made sure that my guns never stay loaded in this house. I do have 2 younger boys. One's 9, one's 14. Both of them are getting into the outdoors with me. 14-year-old just got a 20 gauge, looks just like this. This is a NEF partner model SB1 12 gauge modified choke. My wife, God bless her, picked this up for me for Father's Day this year. Actually, just not too long ago. Have not had the chance to shoot this yet. Weather was extremely hot the last few weeks. Do not want to venture out in the heat right now. But now that it's cooled off, I am going to go take this and check it out. This was a brand new $140 is I think what we paid out the door at a pawn shop. I know you guys are going to say it's a little much for a pawn shop. Pawn shops around here like to rip people off. But I couldn't pass it up. It was a good find for that amount of money. 2 store-bought items that I would like to cover is the sheath that I got from the Pathfinder School. Mr. Dave Canterbury took a beating for an overnighter. Actually, this nice knife right here rode in it the whole time. Did very well. Never lost the knife. Very well made for being the $16 that it costs. I would recommend this knife sheath to anybody that is just looking for something cheap to carry their blade in. Works very, very well. And then last but not least is going to be this number 36 bank line. I bought a 1-pound spool. This has been used from everything from setting up a tripod kitchen, as shown on Wilderness Outfitters with Dave Canterbury, all the way to making jerky racks, tying up a lean-to shelter, making a Nesmith shanty, as shown by Mr. Sergeant Derek Faria, Sarge Faria on YouTube. Wilderness Outfitters with Dave Canterbury and Sarge Faria is where I get most of my information from. Huge help to me as far as my research and everything else, and getting me back into the outdoors. Thanks again. I'd like to thank you and appreciate you stopping by and checking out my channel. Hope to have a lot more videos for you here in the near future. This is Sapper Vet signing out.